Welcome to this month's Vanners collaboration, and we're going to be talking about the 5 considerations when choosing a new leisure vehicle. And what better place to discuss that than where we are right now.
Yep, we're at Birmingham NEC for the October edition of the Motorhome and Caravan show. This is where hopefully we'll get to see all of the new models and interesting styles due out for 2024. So let's have a look and see what to consider when buying your new leisure vehicle. How many of you have toddled off to the local showroom to have a look at a new van and you've checked to see where you're going to spend your leisure time, where you're going to relax, watch TV, what's the kitchen like, how you're going to spend your time cooking, is there enough time to pass one another, is there enough room in the shower? And then you just took 2 seconds to sit in the front, bounce around, have a look at the steering wheel, and that was it. Now, actually, we spend quite a lot of time in the cab of the vehicle that we're going to choose to buy. If you're going away for a weekend, you're probably going to be driving for at least 2 hours. 2 hours there, 2 hours back, that's 4 hours. If the vehicle isn't comfortable, then that's going to be a bad choice. So this is something that you must consider when you're looking at buying a new vehicle. So what have we got here? We have air conditioning, so we know that we're not going to roast. We have a steering wheel, which has lots of controls on. So we know that we can answer our phone calls if we need to without having to touch our phone. We can music up and down with the volume. We've got a nice gear stick, easy in reach. And what's the seating position like? And can I adjust my seat? Can I raise it? Can I lower it? Can I move it forward enough? Can I tilt it back? Just so that you've got the right driving position for you. There's nothing worse than doing a journey and ending up with ankle ache because you're just not in the right position. So have a good look in the cab area of your vehicle and just make sure that it is the right thing for you. I'm loving how some of these stands have made an effort with dressing up their sales area. Quite clearly, autumnal feel going on here. So I just said to Pete, would we get our bikes in this space here?
I'm thinking that, as we've got quite large hybrid / mountain bike style bikes, I think this is a bit low. What you need to do is consider a design of van for 90% of its use. So if you're going to be living in this van 100% of the time, maybe it's not such a good idea to have a small space for large bikes. However, this one comes with a handy tow ball. So for the 90% of the time, you can stick a bike carrier on the tow ball and attach your bikes externally, thus freeing up all the space for other things that you may want to store and carry with you.
Additionally, what do we spend 90% of our time doing with the van? Do we take our bikes out on 90% of our trips? No, we don't. So we would not buy a van or discount a van just because there wasn't enough space to store our bikes. So in the past, we have spoken about this subject before. Layout, layout, layout. Here is a perfect example of all the different layouts available from this van so that you can have a look and see which suits your lifestyle and what you're going to be using your van for. Now, having said that, when we changed from a camper van to a motorhome, we wish we'd done try it out, try it out, try it out, instead of layout, layout, layout. Because although we thought it was the right layout for us, in reality, it wasn't. But please do carefully study the different models and layouts of your van. Just because it looks nice on the outside, you need to make sure that you've got the right inside for you. We would definitely recommend considering renting a vehicle of roughly the same type that you're intending on purchasing. This will give you the opportunity to try out the sleeping beds, to check that they're long enough for you. Is it easy enough for you to get in and out of, especially in the middle of the night when you need to pop to the loo? Is there enough room in the shower for you? Does it work well for you? And just the general space. I know it costs well over £100 a night usually to rent a motorhome or a camper van. This is money well spent. We bought a motorhome without trying before you buy, and unfortunately it just turned out that it wasn't the right setup for us. Had we have rented a motorhome for a weekend for £350 odd, we would have saved on the money that we lost by changing it for another motorhome that actually was the right layout for us. So please do have a look around and see if you can rent a similar vehicle to the one you're thinking of purchasing. As I said, money well spent.
So you've taken into account all the other considerations. You found yourself the perfect motorhome. Do you have a license to drive it? If not, would you consider going for something a little bit smaller? We say don't. Don't let your driver's license dictate your choice of leisure vehicle. If you want to have a big one, then upgrade your license accordingly. This one over here is not such a large appearing motorhome, being only 6.5 meters long, 230 wide and 311 centimeters high. However, it weighs in at 4,500 kilograms. That's 4.5 tons. To drive this vehicle, you would need at least a C1 driver's license. For those of you that's lacking confidence for a smaller van, taking a couple of lessons might open up your confidence a little bit and allow you to make your own choice of leisure vehicle. Don't be restricted by your driver's license.
Thank you for watching this month's collaboration. Don't forget to watch the other videos in the playlist.
It would really help us if you were to like this video and subscribe to our channel and turn on notification bells. The link to the playlist will be displayed as a card on screen about here somewhere, and also be available as a link in the description below. Thank you for watching this month's video. Bye.